Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Gaming Spinosaurus, here with another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And look, we've got cool background props this time. Woo! Production value's increasing ever so slightly. But yeah, so we're going to be going through like some of my favourite parts of the series, and then we're going to be ranking each episode. Then I'll be doing an overall overview of what I liked and what I didn't like. So let's get right into it. The acting in the series is unparalleled. Honestly, unparalleled. There are so many amazing characters that allow actors to shine in due to very well written dialogue. One example is Carl Lumley, who shone as Isaiah Bradley. He really conveys the pain, the trauma, emotion and age that Isaiah's character has. This is coupled with some really thought-provoking and gut-wrenching dialogue, especially during the 5th episode. Man, right at the end when Isaiah gets his wing in the Captain America Museum, I almost cried. I'll be real with you. Another example of great acting is Anthony Mackie, who does an incredible job fleshing out the Falcon character. Sam Wilson was already a great character, but with not much depth. We don't really see him too much in the movies. But this show layers on the depth, and it's fantastic. The well-written scenes combined with Anthony Mackie's really powerful performance develops the Falcon character tenfold. And then finally, when he took up the Captain America mantle, it was glorious, beautiful, perfect conclusion for his character. My final example of a good character was Key Stage 1 Captain America, or John Walker, played by Wyatt Russell. Now I'll be referring to John Walker as Key Stage 1 Captain America throughout this entire review, and I want to explain why. In Britain, our education system works weirdly. So there's infant, junior, high school, and college, and then university. At college, you can either do A-levels or B-Techs. So basically, B-Tech is a word British people use to describe something as like lesser than. So Key Stage 1 is like the lowest in the lowest stage in the education system. So the joke is that Key Stage 1 Captain America is just that bad. That's basically the meme. It's a stupid meme, but it's funny. So let's get on to the actual, review. John Walker is such a nuanced character. He's traumatized, thrown into the role he's not prepared for, which gives him a new sense of arrogance. And as he's beaten more, he makes more brash decisions and takes his super soldier shield serum, then beats someone to death after Lamar was killed. And oh my god, Lamar deserves so much better. I will never stop saying that. Lamar, you deserve so much better. I miss you, buddy. Then he is stripped of the Captain America role and goes completely insane. Until he doesn't and becomes a US agent, which is a perfect role for him. These are just a few of the great characters this show has to offer. I also really want to talk about the music, because the music for me has started to become a more prominent thing I look out for in films, TV shows and games. And oh my god, the soundtrack slaps. The Winter Soldier theme is as good as ever. They brought back Henry Jackman, who did actually do music for the Winter Soldier, so it kind of fits. It kind of has the same Winter Soldier-esque vibe. Falcon theme slaps. End credits theme absolutely slaps. And then when it's played over the Captain America Sam Wilson training montage, oh my god, it's beautiful. Work of art. Oh my god, I love it. I just love the music so much. I think Henry Jackman just does an absolutely incredible job. Like, genuine incredible job. The music fits really well with the action. The character moments have the really, the eerie Winter Soldier music fits so well. Oh my god, I just can't stop gushing about the music, because I feel like music is so often an overlooked thing. I never really used to notice music a lot, but over lockdown I've been watching a lot of films and stuff, and I've been listening to a lot of game, TV show and film soundtracks. And the music has just become something I notice more. And as I notice it more, I appreciate it more. And this show just has some great music. The score is just incredible. And once again, Henry Jackman has done an incredible job, like on Winter Soldier and like on Kingsman. Oh, Kingsman, man. Oh my goodness. The action in this series is absolutely beautiful. It's well choreographed. You can feel the weight and power behind each hit. And it's like, oh, I just love it so much. As well, the show's much darker tone really translates well to the action, because some of the stuff they do is brutal. John Walker literally using Captain America's shield like a symbol of superheroes world round, like this really important symbol throughout the entire of the MCU, and he beats someone to death with it. And of course, the shield is then stained with that somewhat innocent person's blood. Each episode perfectly balances character moments and action, leading to action never coming first. Like some of my favourite action scenes are, of course, when John Walker and Bucky and Falcon all fight. Oh my god, that's so well done. And anything with Falcon, to be honest, because the things he does with his wings are so cool. Like, you can tell that he's been using them for a long time. You really can. And I love it so much. I really like it. The wing stuff is so amazing. And Bucky does some good stuff. He does little knife flips in episode 4. I really like that. So yeah, action, incredible. Now, let's move on to rating each individual episode. We're going to start off with episode 1, New World Order. This episode sets the stage really well. Apart from the first action scene, which was so well choreographed, I loved it. As I've said before, I will continue gushing about how well they're doing the Falcon wings and how well they're using them in combat. I'll never stop. Apart from that first action scene, this is very character focused, which I very much like. All the character arcs are set up. I like the tone the show can set up. Quite dark and kind of dire, because you really see Bucky's issues and you really see Sam Wilson's issues. And it's really all well done. And I really like the linking to wider real world political issues, because I think that should be the focus of this series, and it is, and they've done it all really well. And of course, Key Stage 1 Captain America's reveal at the end was very poggers, as in poggers in the way that, yes, we have a new person to hate. So overall, I'm going to rate this episode an 8 out of 10. Next is episode 2, Star Spangled Man. This episode was a really interesting start to Key Stage 1 Captain America's character, and you begin to see his gradual descent into badness and craziness. I love the chemistry between Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are incredible actors, and they bounce really well off each other. And of course, Isaiah Bradley's cameo was incredible, and the actor who plays him, Carl Lumbly, did a fantastic job portraying the character. You could really feel his pain. I sympathise with him so much. Then of course Isaiah Bradley's treatment and his testing on links into the next scene, which really does explore like the prevalent racism in American and English society in the modern day, which is of course when Sam Wilson is stopped by the police for, being black. I really felt that scene, because I'm white. I've never had that happen to me, and I don't know how to explain it, but I really think it was done well. It's kind of an eye-opener for someone like me. Overall, I think this is a fantastic episode that really begins to, explore real-world issues, which is what a show like this should be doing, and it's doing it well. So, 9 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about episode 3, The Power Broker. I really think the character dynamics and characters in general shine so much during this episode. An absolute standout is, of course, Zemo, who I did not expect to like this much. I didn't expect to like Zemo as much as I do now. He has so much charm and charisma, and he's so cool. And Daniel Brill, I think I'm pronouncing that completely wrong, does an incredible job portraying Zemo. I also really like Sharon Carter's return, and I like what they did with her character. And it kind of sets up this mystery. Is she evil? Is she not? Don't know. And we'll find out. As well, Madripoor as a city is this incredibly cool, it's just got great aesthetics and design. I like the neon lights, that kind of stuff. I just think it looks amazing. I really like it. Ultimately, this is just a fun episode with some very dark moments, including the death of Wilfred Nagel. That was in character for Zemo. 9 out of 10. Now, let's talk about episode 4, The World is Watching. This is an absolutely incredible episode. It really does explore the very ethics behind the super soldier serum and what it means to be Captain America. It shows us why Sam Wilson is the perfect Captain America due to his kindness and caringness, as well as his competence as a hero. And, he talks to Carly instead of just trying to kill her. He almost, talks her down at least. Maybe not fully talk her out of it, but talks her down. Because he's showing her how her viewpoint is flawed. But, of course, John Walker comes in, and this episode also just so happens to show us, while John Walker isn't a good Captain America. His brashness, his arrogance, and his anger. This is the first episode where I really like the Flag Smashers, because before this, they're kind of a weak villain. I'll be real, the Flag Smashers don't really feel like very good up until this episode. I'll be real. Carly seems like a threat, and I can understand their ideals more after this episode. And also that ending, oh my god, Lamar deserved better. All I'm saying, Lamar deserved better. He should have been Cap. It should have been John Walker, not him. Oh my god, Lamar was the smart and the positive one. Yeah, he was the one who was, trying to negotiate that. Oh my god, I love Lamar. And then of course you have the brutal ending of Captain America killing this Captain America fanboy with the very shield he idolized. That is some powerful stuff right there. Overall, 9 out of 10, loved it so much. The opening scene, or fight scene, is absolutely incredible, intense, and overall exciting. Damage is done, Sam gets his wings chopped off, and then they just snap John Walker's arm. It's very brutal, but I loved it so much. Really started the episode off with a bang. Then the rest of the episode focuses solely on characters, which is, it slaps so hard. The characters shine in this episode, and Isaiah's story is so gut-wrenching and emotional, showing how Isaiah's paralleled Steve by saving his fellow soldiers, but instead of being greeted as a hero, he was thrown in jail and tortured. You can really understand him as a character. He was a good man, like Steve. He should have been the next Captain America, but instead, racism, yay. And he was just tested on 30 years while he was in prison. It really does. It has a lot of weight behind it. I love Bucky and Sam's characters, as they have a really neat friendship, but they also both overcome the obstacles in their past. Bucky puts to rest the feud with Zemo, and then finds out a way to possibly put to rest Winter Soldier and the crimes he did as a Winter Soldier. Also, like how they explained, and Bucky apologized for how him and Steve overlooked how hard it was for Sam to pick up the shield and the Captain America mantle as a black man. And then Sam takes the Captain America shield, and it's a really cool training montage with a really neat music, and opens the case from the Wakanda that Bucky gave him, and we don't get to see what's in it. Despite me wanting to see what's in it, and it killing me for the week in between episode 5 and 6. And of course, John Walker, he's full psychopath now. He's gone completely mental, and it makes sense, and he's a really cool villain, and once again, the Flag Smashers were kind of underwhelming. I'll be real. They're now just mustache-twirling villains, I think, at this point. Why does she want to kill the Falcon? Like, oh, no. Do you know what? Despite that, despite me not liking the flag smashes, this episode was a 10 out of 10. The powerful and emotional moments carried it and just really cancelled out all the bad things I can think about it. Sam Wilson is Captain America. That's it. It's such a triumphant and beautiful moment where he flies in, full suited up. Because, you know, you're waiting there, you don't see what's in the case. You see him shrouded in darkness, you don't see the wings. Then you just see him fly into the building. And, oh, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. He's such a perfect Captain America. And that is shown through this episode, especially in his powerful speech at the end, which was, I just loved. It resonated with me, it really did. I like the ending to Bucky's story, but I really wish they spent more time developing it. I found the death of Carly really poignant, and that imagery of, you know, Sam flying down with it, wings holding her body, is almost angelic. Sharon's reveal as the power broker is really interested, and I would like to see what they do with her and that character now. And of course, John Walker's New York role as US agent is very cool, and I'm also excited to see what they do with that character now. And I'd say the best thing about this episode, by far for me, was Isaiah Bradley and his story, the conclusion to his story, because I didn't know how they were going to conclude it. But when I saw Isaiah's wing in the Captain America Museum, I teared up, I cried, I'll be real with you. There was crying going along. Once again, Carl Lumley did an incredible job. Overall, this is some incredible television that is without a doubt some of the best MCU content out there. All rise for our new Captain America, Sam Wilson. Ultimately, this is my favourite Marvel TV show. While I really enjoyed the wacky conceptualness of WandaVision, this show's more grounded and realistic approach was really neat, and I enjoyed that a lot. I also think the episodes were more consistently of the same quality, because WandaVision you had like bumps where you had a really good episode, then a okay episode, if you know what I mean. The characters in Falcon and the Winter Soldier are fantastically well written, fantastically well acted. The action was so thrilling, and every single hit had weight and power behind it. The costumes are well designed, the music absolutely slaps. But I have one issue with this show: the length of the series. I think 6 episodes was too little. And this is like a genuine kind of issue. I think there were more things that needed to be developed for longer, such as Bucky's reconciliation at the end. I felt that was kind of tacked on, like right at the end of the last episode. I still really enjoyed it, but I feel like it should have spent more time developing it. More time should have been spent developing Lamar's and John's character, especially Lamar's character, because I feel like his death could have had a lot more power behind it if we knew him for a bit longer. My biggest issue with the show is I really wish they spent more time developing the Flag Smashers, because I like Carly, she's a good character, but the rest of them are just kind of interchangeable, really. And that's a real big issue, because I feel like they could have all been interesting, even if they weren't all interesting, different, all these characters. The group could have been better, because I feel like Carly's a standout and good character, but the rest of them could have been better and could have been more developed. Despite this complaint, I thoroughly enjoyed this show and cannot wait to see more Captain America in the MCU again. So, I'm going to leave this video here. If you liked it, please do smash like, subscribe for more content. If you do subscribe, be sure to hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload. I've been the Gamers Spinosaurus. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.